Explosive Spider-Man set photos break the internet. Leonardo DiCaprio might join Michael Mann's Heat 2. Ryan Gosling's Star Wars movie has found its villain. Timothée Chalamet is in talks for a motorcycle heist movie. Audible has revealed its new Harry Potter audiobook cast, and there's so much more to break down in this episode of Movie News.
What's up, movie friends? Welcome back to Raiders of the Lost podcast, the ultimate film and TV podcast. There's a ton of news stories to go over today, as well as a bunch of new trailer releases. I can't remember the last time there were this many trailers to talk about. Highest to lowest, him, Shelby Oaks, Cold Storage, If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You, Rental Family, Ella McCay, Regretting You. So many trailers today. It's crazy. Let's talk about what's going on in the world of film and TV. James, take it away with all this Spider-Man news.
Have you seen these Spider-Man BTS set photos?
I saw them. I looked at them.
They are explosive. It's so exciting. We are back, and man, the aura of Spider-Man on this set is incredible. Filming in Edinburgh, right?
Glasgow.
Okay, they're filming in Scotland, Glasgow, Scotland. Broad daylight, lots of cool stunt sequences, practical web slinging, really great stunt work from Tom as well as his stunt doubles. Tons of explosions. They're on top of tanks, on top of cars. Crowds everywhere filming it, but also just it's cool to see. It's almost like a live show at this point because people are gathering.
There's so many people
by the hundreds and thousands to see.
Hundreds and thousands?
Yeah, hundreds and thousands of people.
I thought you meant like 100,000.
No, hundreds and thousands. If I want to say 100,000, I've said 100,000. Hundreds and thousands of people are gathering in the streets to watch the filming of this movie. It's going to be incredible. I'm very excited about Spider-Man Brand New Day. Tom Holland in the suits, waving to fans, taking photos with kids. It's just really sweet. It's really exciting. He seems so stoked. The suit looks awesome. It's fantastic, and it's just really cool to have Spider-Man back, live action, practical stunt work. This is gonna be I can't wait. I'm stoked.
And there's a interview that the director had. He was talking with John Watts, the director of the previous 3 films, and John Watts recommended not doing practical filmmaking for the web slinging because he said it wouldn't look good.
Because Destin Daniel Cretton's directing this movie,
and it was like, dude, come on, everything's always better live action. Obviously, you can't have him jump off a skyscraper then swing through a city in one shot, but there's so much you can still do practically, and I'm really happy to see that they are actually shooting a lot of web slinging stuff. Less CGI, the better. I think that was I think that the over-reliance on CGI for Spider-Man in the past films, for me, has taken a little bit out of some of the action sequences where you're like, oh, that's not a person. That's all just animated. So having them back in action, in streets, actually swinging around, it does look good in a lot of scenes from the past where they did live action. If you think about
the parade attack in Spider-Man.
Yeah, and the Garfield swinging on the bridge, one of his first time swinging, that looked really good live action, practically done.
There'll be plenty of CGI.
Yeah.
But you get some live action there. Why not? It looks awesome.
Also, I mean, there's also people complaining about spoilers from these photos. If you post them, it's like, there's going to be action in this movie. Spider-Man's in it.
Guys, it's the 11th Spider-Man movie. It's going to be okay.
This is not a spoiler. He's going to be swinging in the movie. He's going to be web slinging. He's going to jump on a car, guys. It's Spider-Man. This is going to be happening in any Spider-Man movie.
I got a Spider-Man question for you, though. Do you think there's going to be too much Spider-Man upcoming, though? Because not only is this movie filming right now, coming out next year, there's also Spider Noir, the TV series. There's also the animated film, Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse. Then we also have Spider-Woman, Spider-Punk, which are in development right now for TV series. Daniel Kaluuya is actually involved with the writing of Spider-Punk, as well as Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man Season 2. So there's going to be Spider content galore in the next couple of years. You know, it looks on the surface like it might be too much, but I think people love Spider-Man so much, they don't care. They're going to be eating this up. We're going to be eating good. Before we continue, check out this awesome F1 poster over my right shoulder provided to us by our great sponsor at movieposters.com. Use our code today, Raiders10, to get 10% off your order at checkouts. Also, we have an affiliate link with the website. It'll be in the episode description of this podcast or Instagram bio, wherever you can find us. You use that link, you'll get us a commission on all orders. Use that coupon code Raiders10 to get 10% off your entire order. Go to Movie Posters today, the best selection of posters you can find on the internet.
For me personally, it's too much. I'm not going to watch it all. But I mean, like you said, a lot of people, they just love Spider-Man. I think, but I do think that's a lot of content. That's just a lot of different projects for
one
character. one basic IP. It is quite a lot, but everyone likes Spider-Man a lot. So
It's funny. People complain about there's 2 Batmans. There's fucking 8 Spider-Man.
it's a lot of stuff, but yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to see what Tom Holland, now that he has control. He has some actual great creative input. He probably got that bag with this new contract. And having a lot of direction and being involved in what the story is, how they're making it. I think that I'm sure he was involved in wanting to do practical as well.
That's probably why it took so long to make, because he wanted to wait.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they have in store, keeping it small. I mean, I just want a smaller, more compact Spider-Man film, just like the
super,
old ones.
like tiny, compact.
I want it to
fit in your hand.
Yeah. Well, Tobey Maguire, you can just put him in your hand. I want that again.
Star Wars Starfighter. Exciting news. The Ryan Gosling starring Star Wars film, which will come out after Mandalorian and Grogu. This will be directed by Sean Levy, has cast its villain. Matt Smith, the Doctor, will be playing a villain alongside Ryan Gosling and Mia Goth in this huge epic. This is going to be in theaters May 28th, 2027.
Love it. He's a great villain actor.
He looks like a villain.
Hopefully, I mean, he might not be able to top his Morbius villain, but we'll see.
If he's shirtless dancing in this, then we'll be excited. Leonardo DiCaprio in Heat 2.
There's some great news about Heat 2. Michael Mann's been trying to get this made in development for a while with Adam Driver and even Timothée Chalamet in talks for acting in this film. He's been facing pushback from Warner Brothers because of its budget of being over $170 million. And the studio wants to explore a co-financing deal with Apple because Apple has the money. You know how Arby's has the meats? Apple has the money.
Sure do.
DiCaprio has spoken to Mann about starring in the film. If he signs on, the project obviously would be more likely to move forward because of his box office pedigree and in the success of his career. That would be really crazy. It also would be the first sequel he would ever be in. Yeah.
This sounds pretty freaking cool. I get it. The budget is massive. They need to get big star power attached to it. And I know a lot of people are sick of sequels, but Heat 2 actually does have source material. Michael Mann wrote the book sequel to Heat with Heat 2, and it's supposed to be really good. I've never read it, so it's not like it's a legacy sequel that's coming out of nowhere from a movie IP. This has source material, and I think Michael Mann really probably wants to make this movie. He's never worked with Leo before. That's a really cool combo I've never thought of happening. But Leonardo DiCaprio has star power to get any movie he wants made. So if Leonardo DiCaprio is what it takes to get Heat 2 made, I'm all for it.
Imagine the scale of the action if it's going to be a $170 million budget.
Pretty big.
Yeah.
Pretty
on
big.
Location stuff, I bet. Just because if you're going to do a sequel, you gotta do it on location action scenes in cities and stuff.
You have a shootout somewhere downtown in the city.
You gotta go big or go home, man.
Let's talk about, speaking of Timothée Chalamet, he's in talks right now to star in James Mangold's heist thriller High Side. Now, this will follow a former MotoGP, which is F1 on motorcycles, kind of motorcycle racing, haunted by a career-ending crash and family legacy of abandonment, as he is drawn back into the world of racing before his brother recruits him for a series of bank robberies and superbikes. Timothée Chalamet, MotoGP, heist movie, James Mangold. I hope this gets made. This looks really exciting.
They go really fast. They hit speeds of up to 224 miles per hour.
Yeah,
those
it's
bikers.
insane.
Biker boys too.
So, I mean, this is really exciting, especially Chalamet. Yes, Dune movies have a good amount of action, but to see him doing sort of a Tom Cruise-esque role, I think is really exciting. Get a really cool, high-octane performance out of him for a really interesting subject here.
It's a great context for bank robbers. How are the police going to catch these guys if they're going 220?
I mean, yeah, and then also Place Beyond the Pines is like a great example of, using dirt bikes and motorcycles to rob banks. Put the money in the bag!
What's up? Hands in the air!
Hands in the air!
Jesus fucking Christ.
But this sounds awesome, and obviously they work so well together in the Bob Dylan film, which was fantastic, and I think they obviously have great chemistry. And
they're dating now.
Yeah, Timothée Chalamet broke up with Kylie to date James Mangold now, and so it's gonna be a really sweet relationship working on camera together like that. It doesn't happen often where a director and lead are dating.
All right, moving on to some big news in the streaming world. Hulu's going down, man. Disney is going to be fully integrating Hulu into its app. The standalone Hulu app will now be shut down. So if you want to use Hulu, you have to use Disney Plus. You have to go into you have to get into Disney Plus first. Then you can access Hulu.
You know what this sounds like they're gonna do now?
What?
They're gonna probably increase the price of Disney Plus.
Oh yeah.
So that if you want your Hulu stuff, you gotta go just pay for Disney Plus.
They know what they're doing.
I mean, it makes sense. Why have different apps for all the property you own? It is.
I don't know.
Never
made sense to me.
Never made sense at all. Okay, really exciting stuff here. Voldemort has been cast. Matthew McFadyen has been cast as Voldemort.
There we go.
Not in the TV series, though, but in the Audible Harry Potter audiobook new series, the cast is absolutely stacked. They just revealed everyone who's going to be performing this, including someone from the live-action show. So Hugh Laurie is going to play Dumbledore. Matthew McFadyen will be playing Voldemort. Riz Ahmed is playing Severus Snape. And then we have Frankie Treadaway, who's playing Harry. Max Lester as Ron Weasley. And Arabella Stanton, who's actually playing Hermione Granger in the show, is voicing Hermione Granger in the first 3 books of this series as well. So
fun.
Yeah, and she sounds amazing as Hermione. It's like a great little tease of her character. They'll be voicing the characters for the first 3 books, and then Jackson Knopf, Reese Stanton will be assuming the roles for books 4 to 7. The Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone audiobook will debut on November 4th, 2025. Each of the remaining 6 audiobooks will release monthly worldwide. This is pretty damn exciting because the audiobooks have been great. There's 2 different versions that I've listened to. Stephen Fry.
I'm not surprised.
Stephen Fry. I can't remember who did the other one. Another classic like British narrator. But to have a full cast come in and do different characters, because I think audiobooks have becoming so much more cinematic the last 5 to 10 years, especially as podcasts have boomed and anything listening has boomed. Audiobooks are fantastic lately. The production value is off the charts. So to get really high-end actors here, and also a little tease at someone new to play Voldemort is fun.
Great picks. And also the sound design and music and sound effects will be included in this. So it'll be a totally immersive experience as a listener.
Audiobooks are really fun these days, man.
Yeah, I haven't listened to an audiobook like that yet.
I think you might. Oh, you never have?
Not like that.
It changes the experience. It's really cinematic, especially if you're like in the car or working out. You need to kill some time. It's a really fun way to do it.
Listen to some Potter while I work out. All right, James Cameron talking about Ghost of Hiroshima might be the most challenging and horrific film he'll ever make. Quote, I might not even be up to the task, but that's never stopped me before. Yeah, he's always up to the task. He tells us that he might want to shoot Ghost of Hiroshima in 3D, saying, I'm going to make it as real for you as I can. And he tells us the nuclear bomb scene in Terminator 2 was inspired by his research into Hiroshima when he was in high school, seeing bomb blast effects in Terminator 2 with Linda Hamilton getting flash incinerated. This stuff has been on my mind for a long time. That was one of the most shocking sequences in T2 and big surprise.
Just gripping the fence.
Yeah, that fucked me up as a kid.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I was terrified of nuclear bombs when I was a kid because of that movie. I was like, are we all gonna die one day? I remember I would be at a park and I'd be like, oh, is it gonna be like Terminator 2? But it's gonna get incinerated.
Seems like we're getting closer. Yeah,
that scene scarred me for sure as a kid.
Still does that. I mean, I rewatched it. I think we watched it like recently, didn't we?
Yeah.
I watched it a month and a half ago, and I was like, this is still getting me really well. It's a really effective scene. Let's talk more about Star Wars, specifically the TV series, their shows, and their viewership. So it's been revealed that Andor is the only Star Wars show that had solid viewership and a viewership increase, which it went up by almost 40% from season 1, the end of season 1, to the end of season 2. Up 40%. And that's obviously, I think, word of mouth because so many people recommend Andor. We've been recommended Andor by so many people. We still watch so many TV shows, so we haven't gotten around to it. But I understand it's really good. However, there are other shows, not the same story. Obi-Wan Kenobi dropped over 16% in its run. Ahsoka dropped 31% after season 1. And The Acolyte nearly dropped 33% in its just one season. So a third of the viewership for those last 2 shows just from beginning to end of the season.
Yeah, when you put it that way, a third of all viewers. Yeah, that's not good.
It's quite a few.
Especially with the money they put into those shows.
Andor increases their viewership almost 50%.
I think it comes down to the quality of storytelling. And
100%.
You got Dan Gilroy knows what he's doing, you know?
People will watch it if it's good.
Yeah. If it's good.
They will come. if you shoot a good movie, they will come.
Let's get into the huge slate of movie trailers that were released over the last few days and start with Spike Lee's new film, Heist, Lois, which comes out very soon on September 5th and in some limited release in theaters. This new trailer showcased a better look at this new adaptation of High and Low. It follows Denzel as a music mogul whose empire is shaken when he must make a devastating moral choice. His son's been kidnapped, and the criminal is asking for a lot. What's different about this, and I was surprised, is in the original High and Low, the business mogul, it's not his son who's been kidnapped, but the kidnapper actually accidentally took the wrong kid. It's driver's son. And so the moral dilemma is the mogul has to be like, should I give $1 million, like most of my money, to save a kid who's not mine? Where in this film, it is Denzel's son. So it's a different... I think it changes the moral decision quite a bit.
Mm-hmm. It looks awesome.
Yeah.
It looks fantastic. Stylish as hell. Classic Spike Lee joint. Cannot wait to check this out very soon. It's going to be, was it Apple TV, right?
Apple TV.
September 5th.
They got the money.
Apple. They have a lot of money. Next up, we have Him. The new trailer and posters for this movie dropped, produced by Jordan Peele and directed by Justin Tipping. This horror film follows a college quarterback who is taken into a sinister world by his idol to see what he's willing to sacrifice for fame. This new trailer, just like the new Highest to Lowest trailer, gives us a great look at the story because mostly we've just been getting snippets and kind of montagey sequences from this. And this movie, the way they shot it, it feels like almost a sports documentary for a little bit until it gets into the narrative and the really good storytelling. It looks intense. It looks surrealist. Looks really fascinating and terrifying. This movie has incredible visuals. I'm very excited for this one as well.
I think it's a better trailer than the one that's been playing for the last 8 months.
I agree because the other trailer almost looks like a sports show.
Yeah. And they've been playing it a lot. Like, I've seen that trailer a lot, I think, the last 3 months. So I think they needed a new one to put out there.
It was like when we saw the Argyle trailer for 10 months straight before that movie came out.
Yeah.
Oh, my
God.
God.
It's like the music's memorized in your brain, and you're just like, okay, here we go again.
I saw that Argyle trailer so many times in theaters that I didn't want to see the movie.
Still haven't.
Still haven't.
All right, we got the first official trailer from Neon for Shelby Oaks, Chris Duckman's new horror film. This follows a woman whose search for her sister turns sinister after realizing the imaginary demon from her childhood may be real. Hitting theaters October 3rd. This was funded through a fundraising campaign by Chris Duckman, a fellow YouTuber. So this is very exciting to see. And
One
it
of the
actually
most successful, over 1 million on, I think, Indiegogo.
Yeah, it's an incredible story and good for him. And it looks different from what I was expecting because it was billed as like a found footage film months ago, but this is actually a combination of live action and found footage.
Yeah.
So it looks really good.
And also Neon actually increased the budget. I think a couple months ago they added some more stuff, and so they actually shot at the prison where Shawshank Redemption was shot.
Oh wow!
So they did some new shooting for the movie. I think a month and a half ago. Added some more budget to add some more sequences. And it seems like that's a really cool decision to make.
Yeah, so after he made the film, Flanagan got involved, and then he and Neon picked the film up for distribution. So that's how that happened.
I thought he didn't. No, didn't Mike Flanagan get involved early on?
Oh, maybe,
He's
yeah.
an EP on the movie, so I think he helped. So I think, they got funding on whatever fundraising site. Then Flanagan got involved. Then Neon picked it up. Then Neon added more to the budget, and they did some more reshooting.
Yeah. Then James Cameron came on board.
Yeah, and so the Navi
made a nuclear bomb blast.
show up, and then Vin Diesel is Dominic Toretto in this movie. Let's talk about Cold Storage. Now, Cold Storage is a new movie starring Joe Keery, Liam Neeson, and Georgina Campbell. It's this sort of dystopian horror comedy where this evil fungus has been unleashed on the world from the secret lab. And it's basically turning people into monsters, zombies. It's Zombieland mixed with The Last of Us. If they had a baby, that's basically what the show is. Looks like a lot of fun. It looks pretty camp and probably a good time. At the theater.
It looks silly.
Yeah.
I actually had a couple of laughs during the trailer. It's like kind of like a spoof of The Last of Us in a way. It's like there's a scene where this lady goes, "I don't feel that good," and then her head explodes. It's like, that's funny. That's a good joke. All right, next up, let's take it down to some drama. If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You is a new film starring Rose Byrne about a woman whose life is crashing down around her. as she attempts to navigate her child's mysterious illness, her absent husband, a missing person, and an increasingly hostile relationship with her therapist, played by Conan O'Brien, in like a pretty straight role. It's funny seeing him do like a normal role.
Are you
a
human?
normal role? Yeah, I was like, is he gonna ham it up? No, he was playing it pretty straight, so I like it. It looks good. Rose Byrne's a really fantastic actor, and it's great to see her getting a role like this to show her range in her talent.
This next one, I think this is going to be the feel-good movie of the year. Did you watch this trailer for Rental Family?
It's delightful.
Rental Family, first trailer dropped, starring Brendan Fraser, directed by Hikari. The film follows a struggling actor who is hired as a token American white guy for a Japanese rental family company in Tokyo, in theaters November 21st. So basically, Brendan Fraser plays this actor out of work. He's just doing these little jobs, whatever he can get in Tokyo, until a company hires him to basically, you're going to be a person in people's lives, whether it's a husband, that you're going to marry some wife that a family wants her to get married, or you're going to play someone's father, you're going to play someone's friend. Real life people who need this kind of different relationship in their lives. You're going to be an actor as them. But he learns the beauty of life and how everything's so unique and everyone needs a little help here and there. And it looks really sweet, and he discovers himself, it feels like, in this film, as he's an actor portraying other people's lives.
Yeah, it's very sweet. And it seems like the main storyline is him playing the father of this young girl whose father's passed away, and them to kind of becoming a real family. It's a very sweet-looking film.
Yeah.
Next up, we got Ella McCay, starring Emma McCay. Ella McCay, starring Emma McCay.
Mackie, Anthony.
Do you know how to read?
It's clearly Mackie.
The title threw me off. Ella McCay, starring Emma Mackey, Jamie Lee Curtis, Woody Harrelson, Io DeBerry. And this film follows a woman balancing her personal life, preparing to take over the job of the governor. She just won the election of her state. This hits theaters December 12th. Looks like a charming little family dramedy.
We also have our first trailer and poster for Regretting You. It's a film adaptation of Colleen Hoover's book, Regretting You, starring McKenna Grace, Mason Thames, Allison Williams, Dave Franco, Scott Eastwood, and Willa Fitzgerald. Stack cast. It's about relationships, young and older kids, all in these families that are all kind of interconnected with their relationships. However, tragedy strikes with the car accidents and tears people apart, but can they come together and be a family again? Theaters October 24th. It looks very sweet, tragic, and funny.
It looks so sad.
It does look very sad.
Yeah, the sad music plays. I was like, oh,
yeah. I didn't see the car crash coming.
I was like, oh, this is like a charming little comedy. Like, this looks sweet. Then the police show up, the car wreck. I was like, in the hospital, I was like, oh, this is one of those movies.
This next bit of news, man, I'm kind of pissed off. So HBO's A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. We got an update on the show, which is coming out winter 2026. So far away.
Jesus Christ, I thought this was supposed to come out like this year.
HBO's already renewed this show for seasons 2 and 3. And each season will only consist of 6 episodes running about 30 minutes each. Like, what's the point?
Nah. I mean,
6 episodes at 30 minutes?
Well, if you think about it, it's not an ensemble show. So if it's this one guy is the storyline, it's not. It's like, I mean, it should be.
It's short.
It's short. I mean, it's probably budgetary reasons they can't do hour-long format.
I guess maybe it'll be good, but it seems really short. I miss TV series when they would do fucking 12 episodes a season.
Me too, man.
Or at least
there used to be a lot of seasons.
Some shows you'd have like 28 episodes a season.
Yeah, Lost had like 64 episodes a season.
Even Game of Thrones had 10, 12 episodes a season before the
end.
Yeah.
And
those are running an hour almost.
Everyone got pissed when they dropped it down to 8 episodes a season. They were like, what is this fucking bullshit? It's got to be an inexpensive show, so they're like, let's make the episodes 30 minutes. Also, if you think about it, though, Game of Thrones, it was an ensemble. You spent like 7 minutes with each character in an episode. This one, it's one character, so he's actually getting more screen time than any character in Game of Thrones had in each episode.
Well, we don't know that yet.
Think about it that way.
We don't know that yet.
You're right. We don't know that.
There could. What if there are 46 characters?
I don't think there are. I've read the synopsis and it's the singular character in the title. I think it's about this guy. I'm guessing. But it's interesting to greenlight 3 seasons when the first one hasn't even come out yet. Either they feel really good about it, or they just need it to be out there. All right, we got some troubling AI deepfake and Disney news. According to the Wall Street Journal, Disney planned to use AI deepfake technology to put Dwayne Johnson's face on a body double for live-action Moana remake. Jack Johnson approved the plan, but it never went ahead due to data and copyright concerns. Disney execs pitched the idea to include AI-generated character into Tron Ares, who would have been a sidekick for Jeff Bridges' character. They also scrapped that idea due to concerns of bad publicity. So,
Two Disney projects attempting deepfake and AI technology, which lets me feel like they're just tinkering and just maybe a couple years away from just doing it.
yeah, but it's a good thing that the public opinion is sour towards it, so it's stopping them from
For now.
pulling the trigger.
But I guarantee within 3 or 4 years, it's just going to be normal.
I don't know. I
think
feel like
so.
the blowback is just, it would be so negative publicly.
People will still go.
No, but still, I think that Disney would avoid the blowback. Clearly.
I disagree.
We'll see.
Now, that's what I'm saying. Like now, yeah, but as more studios and more movies and TV shows start to use it, it's just going to be, all right, now we're doing AI. It's sad. Motor City looks pretty badass, though. We got our first look at Alan Ritchson in Motor City. The film follows an auto worker whose life is taken away from him when he's framed for a crime and sent to prison. Upon his release, he decides to unleash vengeance on those who framed him. Classic revenge story. Let's go.
This was written in 2009.
Written in 2009?
Yeah.
Wow.
Took a while to get made.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Next up,
The screenwriter's like dead.
It's been 84 years. Next up, Alien Earth debuted on Rotten Tomatoes with an 88% critic score. Overall, great rating. And the show comes out very soon.
So does
Very,
our
very soon.
interview with
Yeah.
the filmmaker, director, creator, Noah Hawley. So
This will be available on Hulu, which you'll have to find through the Disney Plus app eventually, right?
and FX.
And FX.
FX and Hulu.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Easy to find.
Yeah.
TV and Hulu on Disney Plus. Okay, possibly the worst movie. I've never seen this movie. It just came out, War of the Worlds, starring Ice Cube. It could be apparently the worst movie of the last several years. It debuted and is still at 0% on Rotten Tomatoes. The film's tagline is, "It's worse than you think."
That's the real tagline.
I don't think that was meant to be. Because it's a serious movie, it's a drama. It takes place entirely on screens, on a computer screen. I guess aliens come down to Earth and steal data. But
Steal data.
Some people have watched the film and called it an excruciating experience. I don't know why people would put themselves through that. But yeah, War of the Worlds.
A computer security analyst working for the U.S. government finds his daily life disrupted by an alien attack. Accustomed to dealing with virtual threats, his struggle extends to secrets the government may be hiding.
Yeah, War of the Worlds, guys.
And why don't put yourself through watching that. Watch something cool instead. There's a lot of cool movies you can watch other than this War of the Worlds movie.
So you know Baumbach's new trailer?
I didn't see a trailer. I saw photos.
So Jay Kelly, there's a trailer out of his new movie starring George Clooney and Adam Sandler. The film follows a gigantic movie star in his 60s who faces down a personal reckoning from those around him. It looks very sweet and funny, as well as George looks fantastic in this movie. It seems like one of his best performances in recent years. Releases December 5th on Netflix. Also, Adam looks awesome.
And this is part of Baumbach's Netflix deal. He's been making movies with them for years now.
Yeah.
So
It looks really good. You should check it out.
I will. I love George.
Yeah.
I love me some George.
Yeah.
It's a great guy. All right, next up. Corpse Bride will get its 4K UHD release for the first time ever, celebrating its 20th anniversary on September 23rd. All you physical media heads and Burton fans, line up because Corpse Bride is coming out. I gotta get Master and Commander 4K.
Yeah, you gotta.
It's out-
Is
it's
it out this month?
You can get it right now.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
you can get it right now.
I don't know what you're waiting on.
What
are you waiting for?
What are you waiting for? I just forgot about it.
All right, we have a new biopic in the works for Jimmy Stewart, the iconic classic actor from the past. KJ Apa, who I'd never heard of before this, I don't think, will play Jimmy Stewart in this new biopic. The film will follow Stewart's rise in Hollywood up to the release of the film It's a Wonderful Life.
He's in Riverdale. Nursing Riverdale. He doesn't look anything like Jimmy Stewart, though.
I mean, he kind of does.
You think so?
I think with the right haircut, he can pull it off. at specific angles. He's got to be tall, however tall
He needs to be tall and lanky.
Because Stewart's like 6'4", easily.
I guess. I mean, they better show him as a pilot.
I hope so, because if it's up until that movie came out at the end of the 1940s. It's a Wonderful Life, like 48, 49. He was in the Air Force.
He was one of the best pilots in the entire Air Force.
He was in from 1941 to 1947. He served in the military, and then he was in the Air Force from 1947 to 1968. He shot acting in service. He became a brigadier general, which is pretty crazy.
That's what they should also put that. If they do, they should, because he shot down, I think, maybe not the most, but at the time one of the most amount of enemy planes.
So if half that movie should be him in the Air Force, honestly. Yeah. In World War II. So they shouldn't bill it as a World War II movie, honestly.
It better not be just Hollywood, because that dude was crazy successful in the military during the war.
Yeah, and what's interesting is I don't think he had worked with Hitchcock up until that point, right, yet?
No, not in the 40s.
Because he didn't start working with Hitchcock until the 50s,
yeah.
I want to say.
Yeah.
So maybe Hitchcock won't even have a cameo in this movie as a character. Yeah, Rear Window, 1954, Vertigo, 1958. No, I'm down. I mean, Jimmy Stewart was a great actor.
He was a really good actor.
He was
really good. All right, next up. We got first look at some images for Play Dirty, which is a new heist thriller starring Mark Wahlberg and Lakeith Stanfield.
Get those L's out of there.
Right. Mark Wahlberg billed this as the movie he's been dying to make. He said that a Shane Black script and the dialogue is perfect. He said he's always wanted to make a Lethal Weapon type movie, and this is it. So I'm excited to see. This is high praise. And October 1st on Prime Video, you can see this film. Love Shane Black. I love these two actors. I'm sure they're going to be great together.
Yeah, Lakeith and Mark, I bet they'll have great chemistry. And
hopefully their chemistry is as good as Chalamet and Mangold. We'll see about that.
Yeah, the vibe, I got Four Brothers vibe from the wardrobe.
Yeah, the turtleneck.
Yeah.
That was a good movie.
That was a good movie. Hamilton, it's getting its theatrical release on September 5th. All you theater fans get excited. And then our final bit of news.
The sequel you've all been asking for. Today's legacy sequel.
Greenland 2. I don't think I ever saw Greenland.
Neither did I.
It will release in theaters on January 9th, 2026. It's in the works. This is a Gerard Butler film, right?
Yep.
The sequel follows the family as they leave the Greenland bunker.
Spoiler for the first film.
To journey across the decimated wasteland of Europe to find a new home. What was the first film about? Was it like a nuclear holocaust or something?
No, it was natural disaster holocaust.
Greenland, apocalyptic survival disaster film.
Yeah.
I never saw this.
It was like $50 million budget. Didn't really do that well, but I guess it constituted making a sequel.
Yeah, a cataclysmic natural disaster.
Its poster was remember the Gerard poster rip off of Inception?
Yeah,
with him in with the buildings. That's that movie.
Oh, it looks like an asteroid collision.
Something like.
Yeah, there's an.
Oh yeah. I remember space shots in the trailer.
Yeah. Never saw it. But the sequel.
Well, now you don't have to, because now you know the family survived and ended up in a bunker at the end of the film.
But they could be like zombies or something. You don't know.
Maybe.
Anyways,
it's gonna be fungus zombies. We're on the fungus zombie trend. Thanks, Last of Us.
It's hot, man.
That's the legacy sequel. I feel like it never fails.
Is it a legacy sequel if it's only 5 years later?
Was that 5 years ago?
2020, yeah. That doesn't count as a legacy sequel.
I'm saying it counts.
No, that can't.
We gotta keep the
legacy
record up.
Sequel. It's got to be at least 20 years.
Okay, I'll give you 20 years.
Yeah, so it's not a legacy sequel, man. Like if they made Spider-Man 4, it's not a legacy sequel.
No, it's not.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that was
I wouldn't call it
2009, right? Spider-Man 3.
Spider-Man 3 was
2007.
I think 2000. Yeah, I think 2007. I think you're spot on.
Because I think it was
Sounds
02,
about right.
05.
2007.
And then 07. Right. Spider-Man 3. Yeah, 07. I'm on the dot. Look at me go.
Right on the damn right on the dot.
Right on the web.
That was great. Right on the web.
All right, well, that wraps a jam-packed episode of movie news. So many exciting topics discussed here. Stay tuned for some epic episodes coming up on the show. We are going to be obviously doing our podcast episode drop with Alien Earth creator Noah Hawley, which will be dropping pretty soon. We're just getting permission from the brand when they want us to post it. So they're going to be this Friday or next Friday. We're also going to do a fun episode on breaking down whether or not superhero movies are dead.
Dun, dun, dun.
We'll talk about the pros and cons, the objective truths, as well as the potential of resurgences in the next couple of years with huge films.
Objectivity,
They're not performing as well as people think they are.
We're just going by the numbers.
We still love them, and we still love that they exist. But
some of them,
it'd be a fun. Some of them, yes.
let's not do an umbrella term of loving them.
Hey man, I liked Superman a lot. Fantastic Four was great. I'm hyped for Spider-Man Brand New Day, but we gotta have these difficult conversations because people aren't coming out to the theaters to see these movies as much as they used to.
Gotta have these tough talks.
So we're gonna have a great debate about that pretty soon. Other than that, make sure to do all the things to help our show out, like becoming a patron today at patreon.com/Raiders of the Lost Podcast. Subscribe on YouTube. Leave those 5-star ratings and reviews on Spotify and Apple. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. Engage with our content. That's so important to our success. And take care, everybody.
See you next time.
This episode was executive produced by our incredible Chosen One patrons, Nicholas Martin and Jacob Kossler. Raiders of the Lost Podcast is a Mirror Image production.